Very interesting, actually. Now I would like to invite our region and the representative to give us a short summary of the report. They will come here and talk in front of the panel. So we have from Africa, Grace Mishuki from Kenya.
Hello, everyone. Are you tired? My name is Grace Michuki from Kenya, representing the Africa region. In short summary, what we're going to do is highlight, because each group just had about one session, so we'll highlight about the needs, successes, and challenges. The first need in Africa is more youth involvement and representation at all African levels, starting from the provinces, coming up to the national level, the zones, and to the Africa level. That is one of the needs that we need in Africa. The second one is the review of youth program. That is in that the program that is there needs to be reviewed so that all youths can be on board and can have exciting programs that everyone will be interested to join and attract more youths. To the successes. One of the greatest success that we've had in Africa so far is the revival of youth forums. Every NSO, at least majority NSOs are having their national youth forums that are generating into more participation in the regional youth forums and into the Africa Youth Forum. In the previous Africa Youth Forum, we had very, very many African countries coming on board, and that is one of the major successes in youth involvement and development of youth policies in Africa. The other one is unity in diversity through messengers of peace. As we all know right now, most African countries are being faced by crisis, and Messengers of Peace has been really one of the steering drive in Africa that is bringing all the African people on board and getting to understand that we all have one life and life is divine. And through that, we're also helping reach out to the community and through African countries. The challenges that we are having in Africa, as I said earlier, most countries are being faced by war and conflict, and we need to do more to solve the African conflict and war issue that we have. More is political, religious, and I think just not being able to understand that we all have different opinions about different things in life. The last challenge that we have is lack of relevant skills and quality education. We need more done to Africa, and we as the World Youth Forum need to come up as the World Youth Forum to bring more diverse programs and activities that will merge us as one and that will help Africa rise and merge as just any other continent in the world, because we are one, we are scouts, and we all are human beings. Thank you so much.
From the Arab region, Zakaria Bakrouj from Algeria.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. Actually, I'm gonna show you a report for the Arab region, and this report has been prepared after the consulting and asking Arab youth, young leaders in the mostly Arab countries. I just want to say that one of the needs of the Arab youth is the approved trainings, which correspond then to their needs, so that we can do something fruitful to our movement. This is number one. The needs number two is how can we create and do a platform that gathers young people, Arab young people from different countries, in order to increase the mutual understanding. That's since we have just one language, we have very common culture. So how can we create this platform in order to, you can say, draw a vision for our movement? This is if you talk about needs. If you go to challenges, one of the challenges of the youth and Arab youth is the security situation now. As you all know that the security situation in some Arab countries and the distortions and what's the scout leaders are suffering now, for example, in Gaza, in Libya, in some countries. So how can we as youth and scouts improve such situations? This is the first challenge. The second challenge is the lack of community awareness. The society now look to the scout and to volunteering work is just a waste of time. So how can we do and take initiatives so that we can increase this awareness? If you talk about achievements and successes in the Arab region, I can talk about creating the national youth forums. Actually, five youth forums had been held in Algeria, Tunisia, Jordan, Libya, and Egypt. And in every youth forum, youth representatives were elected and represented their country, for example, here in the international one or in other international meetings. And the other achievements that you are very proud is the appointed of young Arab leaders in the subcommittee and the invitation of the chairman of the Arab Youth Forum Planning Committee to attend the Arab Scout Committee. I think that the future of our organization is assured as much as we ensure that the voice of youth is heard. So thank you very much, and if I can be of assistance, just let me know. Thank you very much.
From Asia Pacific region, Sorn Sawan Opal Ho from Thailand.
Hello everyone. Nice to meet you all and thank you for the wonderful session. And yeah, first is our main needs of young people in APR region. Okay. One of our needs is we need more intergeneration dialogue to overcome the challenge on the generation gap. And the others is the purposeful and beneficial program development. Because of our education system mostly are focused on test and exam, so that is not so we need more like objective and purposeful program. And our main success so far, we have a young adult member group, which is now the chairperson of the young YMG, which is me, are the member of the regional scout committee with the full voting rights. And the other is the one of the most successful project in APR, which is Ticket to Life project. And our challenge is first is to overcoming the generation gap, and the other is the cyber safety and lack of awareness of cyber threats. And that's all for APR. If you have any questions, please contact me, and yeah, we can exchange some ideas. Thank you.
From the Eurasia region, Andrei Kolobov from Ukraine.
Hello, dear. Thank you very much, everybody of you, that we all together created that tree through the last 1 hour. And I think that we will start from the ground because we want to be fundamental. First, it's about our needs. And I think that needs, which called national youth programs for every national scout organizations, in Eurasia region is more priorities, needs at all. Because we have got one example for creating national youth programs, but we hope that in very short future we'll have programs in every Scout organization. Next one, it is Scouting's image policies for national Scout organizations. We need to break the stereotypes inside the region. We need to work all together for changing mind of the people who was born many years ago. And we need to push to new vision and say that Scouting is a positive tools to change our country, to change our future. I think that, of course, we have got a positive moment also. And we have got increased youth involvement on national and regional level. Yes, we must youngest regional in World Organization of Scout Movement. And right now I think that our board member of our national Scout organizations, committee member, head of the regional committee, youth advisors, everybody of us try to change Scouting inside the region with the youth point of view, because we are youth, and I think that we are one of the youngest region with young person who make that decision. I think that very important point, it is increased exchange and partnership projects, because we try to work very deep about policies, documents, and blah, 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 but it's very nice when the youth have got changed to make camps all together, to make jamborees, to make projects, small projects, because we very small region with the numbers of organizations, just 9. But we are very big if we looking for our territory. And maybe a couple of words about challenges. First of all, it is a big interest of youth for volunteering, because the young person in very, very young age and finish school and starting a real serious life through the work in university, and they have not got enough time for volunteering, and also stereotypes and a lot of reasons what we discussed with you through the panel. And last point is a lack of rover involvement. I don't want to talk more deep, but a lot of youth after very nice scouting experience in scout life, in forest life, have not got concrete steps what they will do after that, what they will do through their student life, and how they will development through the scouting. And we know what we should to do as a scout movement, the scout organization. Recognize the volunteering inside the scout organization. Recognize the volunteering at all through in our country as a scout who are leader of changing in countries. Thank you very much, and hope that you will have got chance to discuss about youth problem inside the Eurasia region with every guys from our countries who are here. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. From Europe, we have Juna Bernard from Luxembourg.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to present the outcomes of the European region. So first of all, starting with our needs, we focused on the need number 1, which is more youth representation within some sub-regions. So the sub-regions within the European region are in a very unequal way using youth representation as a representational tool. So that's something where we need to develop. The second topic would be more job opportunities for young people, as Europe is also, in times of crisis, focusing on employment of young people. So we see that as a challenge, and also focus on job opportunities for young people in Europe as a big need, and it's also affecting the program of scouting in Europe. So coming then to the successes of the European region, which is first of all the Agora, which is an event held by rovers for rovers, and the basic goal is to empower the participants in a very creative, informal way. And it's organized for rovers, for other young people inside the European region, which was a good success during the last years. Another success is that the youth participation at European level concerning events and also inside working groups has increased. So during young people under 13-year-olds are represented in working groups as well as in the European resource pool. So basically young people are having a voice in Europe, and that's really one of the big successes we have. A challenge we face is that we want to achieve a greater flexibility in the operations of already existing structures, which means that we want to encourage young people to step out of the comfort zones of already existing structures and are facing new challenges and are ready to take a risk for really discovering a new potential. The last but not least, we have figured out that the lack of recognition for the quality of young people's work and contribution is something where we want to work on. This means that youth voices are considered, but their decisions sometimes not fully implemented, and so this is also something we want to focus on. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now we still have the Inter-American region, Amuro Matsumoto from Mexico. Amori. I'm sorry, it's Amori.
So hello, do you hear me now? Okay, so my name is Aomori Matsumoto. I'm representing the Inter-American region as a youth advisor and also coordinator of the youth network on my region. One of our needs in Inter-American region is that we have to have more or greater access to information. We are one of the most bigger regions in our scout movement, and this may very difficult and complicated the communication because we are so far and we have so much space between us that we may these kind of communication troubles. We also have a need in more program activities linked to developing necessary competencies for meaningful judgment involvement. This means that we need to have a unified program that really have abilities and really support, and not only abilities, also the knowledge to not only be scouts, also scouts for society, which is one of our priorities areas in our Inter-American region. And we also have a lot of success, and one of them are that the young people occupy more decision-making position in scouting. Thank you for our, as a result of our process on youth involvement and youth platforms that we have in our region, we have a lot of people that was in their time youth advisors, and now they are taking roles in our region and also in WASUM and also in our national levels. This is one of our greatest points because we really think that these people who was part of the youth involvement process in their times, they are helping us as young leaders to keep going with the process and continue to get better process and better profiles for our national Scouts organizations and all, of course, of the WASM. More than a half of the region's NSOs has established youth involvement platforms. This is one of the things that we consider as a success, but we know that we have to keep working on because we have more than a half of the committees of the youth network or the youth platforms that we have because our region, as I said, we are very different, very different kind of organizations, and all of us, we have different kind of platforms, but with the same objective. And one of our challenges is breaking the paternalistic culture. In our region, we have the thinking that we need to be provided for all the information, but we also have to be more independent in this kind of points and research by ourselves. So one of our priorities as committee on the youth network, we have to be have more creativity to present information so they have the curiosity by themselves to research and to keep working and to keep searching about their NSOs, the region, and also the WASM. And also one of their challenges is conducting research and investigation for the purpose of obtaining necessary information. As we said, we have information, but we need more, and we need that people, the young people, take the purpose in their hands and keep working on research and have more a knowledge of what we have doing in our region and the situation that we have so we can take action. And well, this is all, but I'm really want to looking forward if you have any comments, questions, or if you have something to get better our region and what we have saying here. So please come, we are a lot of Inter-American region participants here, so this is all, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you all. It's very inspiring to hear all what Scouting can do in our regions. And I'm sure you found a lot of common points and differences you might need to discuss more. So feel free to talk to the regional representatives whenever you have time during the forum. So now, it's true that you will have the opportunity to discuss more the advantages and challenges the cultural diversity of our movement presents. But your presence here have also an essential contribution towards Scouting through the workshops you will be doing, the sessions, and all your participation through the forum. But you also have a responsibility, which is to elect 6 youth advisors, and 6 youth advisors to the World Scout Committee. You have already heard in the morning the activities and work groups we were involved in during this triennium. The next 6 youth advisors will even have a greater role and a greater responsibility in representing this World Scout Youth Forum and the young people in the world, like young Scouts. So the youth advisor system has been established in order to strengthen youth participation in World Scouting and is considered as an interim measure in achieving that goal, even though there are other ways to increase youth involvement in World Scouting. Please keep in mind that 2 candidates have withdrawn their candidacy. We have Alexandra Rudi from Hungary and Miguel Angel Cortes Vega from Colombia. I will now give the floor to Hani so that he can present the candidates.
Okay, do you hear me? Do you hear me? I have to eat the microphone to eat me. Hello? Okay. Okay, this moment is just to present to you the candidates for youth advisors to the World Scout Committee. I would like to ask each candidate when I call his name or her name to come to this side of the hall, and then after we finish all the candidates, we will have a nice thing for them. Okay? Muntasir Hosni Abdel Majid from Egypt. Yeah, that's Muntasir. Luis Antonio Agoyo Miranda from Mexico. Jeremy Appert from France. Mood Hafiz Irfan from Malaysia. Simon Kevin Pascuda Chile from Cameroon. Gabriela Caballero Perdomo from Honduras. She didn't arrive yet. Fang Xiwan Chang from Scouts of China. Moira Fitzgerald from Ireland. Chunsuki Kasahara from Japan. Soo Yoon Kim from Republic of Korea. Diana Nil from Argentina. Christina Nelson from Australia. Maid Mohammed Zahir from Maldives. I will pass now to Sarah.
A gift will be presented by the host committee to the candidates so that you can see them everywhere in the forum. I will now invite Eva from host committee to explain the hat symbolism.
Okay. Okay, hi everybody. Hi. Oh, hi. Okay. So, these are the hats that the youth advisor candidates are going to wear. But why did we select them? Because this is a Kekets hat. Kekets is a Slovenian fictional book child hero character created by Josip Vandot in 1918. He is widely recognized as a Slovenian superhero and a cultural icon. Kekets is a brave boy, a fearless shepherd from the highlands of his home region. He is fighting for justice. This is why we believe that his hat, is really appropriate for our youth advisors candidates because they're young, they have to be fearless, they have to be superheroes sometimes, and they definitely have to fight for justice and for youth. Thank you.
Oh. Can the six youth advisors, can you give the hats to the candidates? Thank you, guys. You can go back. Yeah. Keep in mind that you need to leave your hats on your heads all the forum. Okay. So the election. Yeah. The election will happen on Wednesday. Until then, you have a lot of opportunities to discuss with the candidates, to talk with them informally, and they will deliver a speech on Tuesday morning also. Doina has some practical announcements about the project fair. So can you please?
Hello everyone. By the way, these hats are amazing on you. I hope you're gonna enjoy wearing them. 3 years ago we just remembered some Superman capes on our back. It was also very interesting. So, okay, the announcement. I have to be serious now. Yes, a kind reminder to everyone, we had 11 national scout organizations who signed up for the project fair. So we really ask you, don't be shy. In the lobby we have a project fair area, which is already organized for you. So whenever you have time, and we hope you're gonna find this time as soon as possible, please post your projects on the stands. Thank you.
Thank you. Now Esben will introduce you to blogging. It's a tool that we will use to share our thoughts during the forum, during the every day. So, please, Esben.
While we wait for the slides, I will just also give you some practical information. It's very nice to see that a lot of you are thirsty and drinking water, but since we are scouts and we would like to preserve the environment, I really encourage you to use the bottles that you have been put in the bags, and drink tap water, because it is one of our commitments here to try to be a little bit better than other people. I don't know what I wanted to say. Yeah. Also, I have some other announcements. Tonight we have the opening ceremony. It starts at 8, but we would like you to be at the big white tent outside in this direction at 7:45 in uniform, ready for the opening ceremony. Please also remember to wear warm clothing, so put a sweater under your uniform or try to dress warmly as it will be chilly outside. I would also like to remind you to use your notebooks in your nice bags. There is also a beautiful notebook with the logos of the forum. Write down some thoughts. As I say now, during the day, write down your thoughts, because at the end of the day we will spend some time on blogging. So it's important to both now to use for the blogging, but also when you come home, because so many things are happening these days. So when you have 5 minutes, try just to scribble down what your main thoughts during the day have been. And the last announcement before I start is that tomorrow we will have a session on global trends. As some of you will have seen, we have uploaded a document on Facebook. It's also part of the conference documentation regarding global trends. It's a report made by the World Scout Bureau, and we will use some of the content tomorrow. So if you haven't seen this document and you have time tonight, please go through it, as it will equip you better for the talks that we will have tomorrow. And now, international team time. As you know by now, we have divided you into international teams. And what we would like you to do is that we have a challenge for you. Because even though we have 200 amazing scouts in this room, we also have a lot of amazing scouts outside the room. And what we would like you to challenge you to do is to share your thoughts with all of us. Everyone inside the room, and also all our scout friends all around the world. So every day you will be given some time to do blogging. And the reason why we have given you this time is that we would like to stimulate some discussions within your international teams. We would also like somehow to document some of the discussions that you have in your teams. Even though we're quite a lot of people in our planning team, we're not able to be with you all the time. And we're quite sure that also in the informal times, you have a lot of interesting discussions that could be useful for us to know about. But again, also we have a lot of scouts outside this venue who are also interested in what you are discussing. We will show these posts here in plenary when we are not using the display. And at the same time, we will also share your blog posts on scout.org, so that scouts outside the forum has the possibility to experience what discussions we have here. And they can also partake by commenting the posts that you will put on the blog. Every day, each national team has to produce 1 to 3 blog posts. As far as I remember, you will be given between 45 minutes and 1 hour every day to do this. And we have some guidelines for you, which have been printed. And when I'm done speaking, I would like to ask one from each international team to come to the front and get the paper. I've put names on it, so if you come more people, I'm in control that you don't get several papers. It's important to keep this paper for all of the forum, because the topics of the day are put on the paper, and you need the topics for the coming days. Because what we have also done is we have decided some topics that we would like you to post your blogs about. And today we have 4 topics. The first one is what is your team expecting from the forum? The next one is what is the most interesting topic that have been discussed today? The next one is which characteristics do you have in your team? And then the last one are what are your thoughts about the session that we just experienced, the regional reporting from Manila to Panama. We will post all these blogs on the new youth wall on scout.org, and the address is scout.org/youthwall. and this is an important address or link, because this is also where you can find your fellow international teams' blog posts, and also from where you will be able to share it with your friends and family. Just 3 reminders. Remember to pick up the paper. Make sure to keep the deadline. We have a deadline at 6:30 every day, so it's important that you use the time to blog now and then post your blogs so that people can follow what happened today at the end of the day. And when we end the session, you are allowed to go wherever you want. Remember to bring every member of your international team, and try to start some discussions around the 4 topics, and then after you spend some time talking about it, please try to write your thoughts down in a blog post and post it on the website. That's it from my side. Are there anyone who has any questions regarding international team time? I see none. I hope this means that you're ready to start the task. Remember the piece of paper. Remember 7:45 tonight in uniform for the opening ceremony. Dinner starts at 6:30. Enjoy your international team time.